You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Hi, John here from Born in the 80s. Just a quick disclaimer before this episode. We had some issues with Google Hangouts where I was cutting out. My Chrome browser kept crashing. And when you restart Hangouts, it doesn't put you in the studio quality audio format. So my audio quality is more of a telephone call quality in the second half of this episode. It's not bad. It just doesn't sound as good. And Google Hangouts, it's pretty great for recording these things live, but get your fucking stability working here. Come on, man. Like, come on. Let's fucking go, man. It's the future. We're living. The future is now. No rules, just right.
Why you gotta take it there? Retake. This isn't gonna work. We're not talking about any integrity. We are trying to exploit a generation.
Did I ever tell you about that time when I paid for Chinese food with the DVD?
The grease is the gravy.
You guys playing footsie under the table?
No.
Yes, that's irrelevant.
I can smell Pepto-Bismol from here.
It tastes like an antacid tablet.
Why are there so many Draculas everywhere?
No,
There's
vampires.
potato vodka everywhere.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 152. I'm your host, John Rowe, joined by my co-host,
Adam Hamm.
Adam Eagle Eyes Ham.
Yes.
Adam, you want to talk a little bit about, just before we get into it all, the name Eagle Eyes. Those of you who have not watched the Adam and John Play Tomb Raider videos on YouTube that have been up for like a century,
Yeah.
Adam is known as Eagle Eyes, Adam Ham.
Yeah.
Adam, I feel like you proved yourself today. When was that?
We were playing some Destiny before
Yep.
podcasting, and I was spotting mad spin metal.
That's right. On the planet Earth on the Cosmodrome.
Exactly.
We're just zooming around, and Adam's like, spin metal. Like 2 miles away. And he like flies over there and he gets it. And I was like, shit, man.
Yeah.
That's Eagle Eyes Ham. That's your nickname. That's it.
It is.
Gotta live with it.
Eagle Eyes one take.
That's right. You live, you learn, then you get loves.
Yep.
That's what I was told. That's what I was taught.
Yeah.
The old baby factory. To teach you that.
Will it now?
Oh, yeah. You learn that first thing when you step foot in that factory.
I don't know if I've ever been in the old baby factory.
It says over the door, it says you live, you learn, you get loves.
I
or
see.
you get out. They don't say that part in the
They usually
commercial.
leave that one off, huh? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they leave that off. But like,
So,
you know, if
wait,
you don't...
I gotta clarify something first. Then.
Sure.
The old baby factory, is it like a baby factory that's old, or
Excuse
is
me,
it like
excuse me.
does it produce old babies?
Ye old baby factory, first
Oh, I
off.
see.
Second off, yes, to your second question.
It produces old babies.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Babies are elderly.
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to tell you this right now. It just basically produces normal people,
Okay.
but we call it old babies because babies sell better. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got babies flying off the shelves left and right.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, though. It seems like a bad value. If you're going to buy a baby, why buy an old baby?
Nah, man, you get a baby, it's already got some miles on it. It's already potty trained.
Oh,
You're
I
good.
Yeah, okay. I
They
see
come
that.
out 27, 28, factory.
728.
Yeah,
Damn.
I know.
That's an old baby.
Yeah. It's not as much of a baby farm as it is an organ harvesting factory. It's like Logan's Run.
Have you ever... I think we've been through this before. I don't think you've ever seen the movie Logan's Run.
I've seen it. I've seen it a million times.
Clearly you haven't.
I think there is a baby factory in that movie. I think that people's organs are eaten
No.
for delicacy. Man, what if
I hope you
Adam,
never watched that movie.
straight up, Adam,
Yeah.
I won't, but straight up, would you eat human meat if it was offered to you?
It depends on the situation.
Oh, let's say, all right, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you rise through the socioeconomic ranks. Let's say your state job that you have moves you into a political power position. Like maybe you get in with the union or something.
Mm-hmm.
You start working your way up the ranks, and you
Sure.
become like this just rich
Senator
like
or something.
union crony guy. You know, what are they called? Lobbyists just going around.
Okay.
And, you know, you start living the extravagant lifestyle. I mean, we're
Yeah.
talking like Revolution era France style, where you're just like living, you know, you're like you use a new toilet every time you take a poop. You like always get a new one installed.
That's
That's extravagant.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, hello, we just got back from our trip to the Pygmy Isles in Borneo. And we hunted the natives. We brought back some native jerky. Would you like to try it?
I would want to try jerky. I mean, all the flavor's gone out of it. Like, it's all smoky
Okay.
then.
Well, we've also got flash frozen steaks.
I don't know.
Native steaks.
Would Ramsey approve? Because flash frozen, I kind of feel like I'm losing the flavor.
Well, you know what? We had to transport it from Borneo. So it's either going to be rotten or frozen. Your choice. The jerky wasn't frozen, but you chose not the jerky. You turned your nose up at the jerky.
Yeah, I guess I did. You got me there. I don't know if I would jump straight into...
Eating human meat?
No. Like, I've heard of a thing called hufu,
Okay.
which is basically human-flavored tofu.
Okay. Well, okay.
Apparently they talk
How
to
do
actual... They talk to actual cannibals
Okay.
to, like, test it and, like, saying, hey, is this... Like, they're like, no, it's, you know, sweeter, or no, it's, like, more salty, or whatever, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
It's called hufu?
Hufu, yeah.
This is weird. I don't
It
know
is
if I
weird.
like this.
I think I would probably try that first. Because, I mean, if you are going to eat somebody, you kind of want to know you're going to like it first. Because you don't want to just, like, eat somebody that's like, wow, not only am I a horrible person for eating somebody, but also didn't taste that great, didn't like it.
Yeah.
So I think I'd probably have to try the hufu first.
I'm not going to lie to you. Wikipedia says hufu, a fictional product,
Oh, really?
was marketed as tofu. Yeah. I don't think this is real.
That's a shame.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, I don't know.
What
I
if-
think I'd have to have some kind of, I don't know. Like, maybe if somebody I knew was like, hey, dude, you've got to try this.
Okay, Adam. I show up.
Okay.
I show up replete with awesome giant elephant gun
Uh-huh.
and then like native skull necklace
Oh, God. Okay.
just around my neck.
Uh-huh.
And I have like a little tiny manservant boy native
Wait.
that I have enslaved.
Oh. Okay.
And, you know, I'm like, and I enter the room and I'm like, Friday, and I call him Friday,
Okay.
you know, just
Yeah.
because.
Sure.
Tradition.
Everybody likes Fridays.
Yep.
Sure.
Friday, TGIF.
Thank God it's Friday.
God, it's Friday, he's here. Friday, I say, Friday, go to the next room and clean yourself, Adam. Here's a laugh, Adam. I've taken on this affectation because I am now an English game hunter who now hunts the most dangerous game.
Sure. That makes sense.
You must try the human flesh. I have eaten it. It's the greatest delicacy that I have ever tasted upon.
So, if this happened so far, my response would be, man, you've changed.
Adam, for a laugh, I could decapitate Friday,
For a laugh?
and we could eat his innards.
I wouldn't want to eat a person who I was like had just seen alive.
Oh, so you won't eat a pig that you've met? You won't eat a cow that you've seen?
No, like I want them to have died,
Hypocrisy!
I want them to have died of like natural causes or something.
Ah, well.
I don't want to like murder someone.
All right, it's quite cold outside. We could throw Friday out into the cold. You
not
certainly die of
that
hypothermia soon. Would that please your appetite?
Sure, why
He'll
not?
do whatever I say.
Great.
Whatever I say. Whoa, what horror world is this?
Don't know.
Where you're some sort of like slimy gangster and I'm a human hunter. I want to live in that world. In my dreams. I want to see what that world is like. Let's flesh that out. Okay, so you probably know, unless you're told by a reputable source that it's something you have to try.
Yeah, and that it's cruelty free.
It was humane.
Cruelty free human. Yeah.
Like it was a man who passed away and was like, I want to donate my body to the culinary sciences.
Sure, something like that. Or I mean, like if you're like in a situation where you're starving and there's, somebody dies on the island.
Come on,
and,
exactly. That's a no-brainer. It's survival at that point.
Sure.
You're not doing it because you want to try it. You're doing it because you have to live. Mm-hmm. That's the difference, right there.
Agreed.
That's I kind of want to get stranded on an island now, just where I get put in that situation.
So you have an excuse.
Yeah, I have an excuse. Oh man! Do you
All
think
right.
that? Do you
we gotta eat Bob. We've been here for like 2 hours, man. No, really.
I'm starving.
I'm starving.
I didn't eat any of that food on the plane. Oh my god, dude! When I was flying, I think I was flying back from France. I got a weird meal. It had like octopus.
Oh, really?
It was gross. I didn't eat any of it.
I thought that more of like an Asian thing.
I think they gave me the wrong meal.
Yeah.
It was like a little octopus in a sauce.
Weird.
I know. I was like 14.
Octopus
like,
isn't bad though. I mean,
but I was too young.
Yeah.
I was not a refined politician that I am now.
Sure.
Okay. So do you think that's ever happened in the world though? When was the last time do you think a human was hunted for sport? It's got to be like 20 minutes ago, right?
I was gonna say, yeah, it's got to be happening.
So I feel like in like Africa and some of the
Yeah.
like those countries that have like no
Feudal
governments
warlords, yeah.
and there's like warlords and they're just like kidnap these people so I can hunt them and drink of the beer. Because I think they do some cannibal kind of shit there in Africa and some of those countries with the like kind of the tribal customs and
maybe
blood drinking, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know too much about
I know
that,
they sacrifice people sometimes. I've heard of that.
Yeah,
Man.
it's a shit place to be.
Yeah, Ebola, human sacrifices.
Yeah.
What's the best place to be in Africa, do you think? It's not Egypt.
South Africa?
South Africa?
Yeah.
Well, you got fucking Terminators shooting you through bathroom doors.
Do you?
Yeah, the fucking guy with the 2 legs killed his
Well,
girlfriend.
that narrows it down.
Well, that narrows it down. No, with the 2 robot legs, the synthetic legs.
Oh, did he?
Oscar
I didn't hear about
Pistorius.
that. I didn't hear about that.
You didn't hear this giant news story, Adam?
No.
Okay, so let me just recap the Oscar Pistorius murder trial.
Okay.
You know, the famous medal-winning athlete. You may remember him as being the guy that had 2 amputated legs that competed in the regular Olympics.
Yeah, I heard about him. Yeah.
Okay, well, he shot his girlfriend to death.
Oh.
And he shot her. So, okay, the situation was in the middle of the night, he heard some noises, got freaked out, grabbed a gun and shot at the noises.
Yeah.
And it shot through a bathroom door. And then he found out it was his girlfriend that it was. And it was awful, and he called the police and everything. He got away with murder, I guess, because he wasn't convicted of anything.
Yeah.
Because there's no real evidence, and it's pretty obvious that he obviously didn't mean to kill his girlfriend.
Yeah.
If you look at the situation, like the evidence all kind of points towards an accident, but also an accident that should have never happened.
Right.
Because whose first instinct when you hear noises to blindly fire a gun?
Yeah.
That person should not be allowed to be owning guns. So I think he got 3 or 4 years for like reckless death or unwrongful death or some whatever the fuck rules they got in South Africa. And there's prawns, man. Fucking prawns.
You mean what we call in America shrimp?
No, District 9 took place in South Africa.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
That movie has to be one of the best science fiction movies in a long time.
It really does.
Just thinking back to that movie, because I heard someone talking about it, and I was like, my God. Just the depth of plot about how the basis of the movie isn't like aliens are invading. Yeah. It's that aliens have shown up, and they're like begging. They're like beggars. Because they basically were just, ruined from their home planet, and now they are basically just outcasts in society. You know what I mean? Like and that's kind of, you feel like that's plausible, and it's just interesting, and that whole movie's incredible, and just
it is. It's great.
Oh, such a good movie. I want to watch it now. Fucking prawns.
Yeah.
Anyway,
speaking of movies, how was Hey Jumbo?
You're gonna just keep hassling me with that, aren't you?
Yeah, probably.
All right. Well, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay.
You just fucking wait.
Okay.
I'll rock your socks off.
Please do.
All right. Adam, how's your week?
Well, it's been good.
How's the week? So, when last we left ye, you had started a diet bet challenge.
Yeah.
You're drinking Soylent.
I am.
How's the experience happening to you?
It's okay. I still haven't really gotten on like a full Soylent diet. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that.
Okay.
I kind of like eating a meal a day or every other day.
Yep.
To just have food and chew. It's kind of nice.
Okay. Fair enough.
But I've actually like lost 7.2 pounds already.
Wow.
So that's like, I think it's nearly half of what I need to hit my diet.
It's exciting.
It is. It's pretty.
When did you weigh yourself? Did you weigh yourself at the same time of day?
It was maybe a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But
you gotta be careful because weight can fluctuate a significant amount depending on what time of day it is.
It was like 4:30 as opposed to 7:30 or whatever. I don't know.
I guess. I always weigh myself at the exact same time every week.
It's a good idea, yeah.
Yep. Sunday morning before I eat anything and after I go to the bathroom. Because they're as gross as it may seem.
Yeah.
The morning bathroom break can change your weight.
I'm sure.
It's just how it works. That's biology, people.
Either way, 7.2 pounds is...
It's definitely not all fluctuation.
Yeah, exactly.
There's definitely some real loss in there, so that's exciting. Good.
I haven't actually started exercising yet, so that's good.
Well, yeah, you might, if you're doing... How long is this diet bet challenge?
It's 4 weeks.
So. I wouldn't exercise at all.
Yeah?
No, you'll gain weight if you exercise, possibly.
Oh, yeah?
Well, muscle is weight, and also... People tend to gain a little bit of weight when they start exercising at first because you'll get hungrier at first. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so if you're going to do it off and on, I wouldn't. I'm just to preserve your money in this bet.
Sure. Maybe I will then. I mean, it's as long as I'm losing weight, I don't really care that much about exercising. Honestly,
that's true. I mean, just keep an eye on it.
Eventually, I should probably get there for health purposes.
Of course, definitely. But, baby steps, as always.
Baby steps, yeah.
Cool. That's exciting.
I also cleaned the house.
Oh, my God. No way.
Today.
You were up at, 10 o'clock this morning. What's going on?
That's another kind of change I'm making. I'm getting up a little bit earlier and going to bed a little earlier.
Yeah, I didn't see a reason for you to be staying up so late.
Well, I'm not even sure if I'm just sleeping less, I think. Partially. Because I go to bed, I think I went to bed at, maybe 3, which is a little bit earlier than usual.
Yeah.
But,
What time did you wake up?
I sleep 6 hours or 7 hours, and that's probably enough.
That's all you need. 7. You should get 7.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I get. 7. Plus or minus 30 minutes.
Yeah.
7 H's... Adam Hamm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good. Good for you. Just keep it up.
Yeah.
What you could do if you wanted to cheat your diet bet
What?
is, did you cut your hair after you weighed yourself?
No.
Oh, all right. There's a lot of things you can do to lose weight.
Yeah, they have a couple things to try to avoid stuff
Avoid
like that.
like that?
Yeah. Like they say like, I think it's probably more for the longer term ones, but they have
Yeah.
like, you can't have any medical procedures done while this is going on. you can't have like, you know,
Aha! I had a 22-pound tumor removed.
yeah, or liposuction, or like, you know,
Yeah.
getting a what do they call that? Where they cinch your stomach thing,
What?
lap band surgery or something.
Why not?
Just
That seems
well,
fair to me.
you
I
can
mean,
do
that's
it, but
like
it
that's a
don't-
weight loss procedure that.
yeah, it won't count as part of the diet bet apparently.
Well, that's bullshit.
It's an unfair advantage, I guess.
I guess you should at least just be able to bow out, though. Like if your doctor's like, "Hey, you seriously need a gastric bypass, or you're gonna have issues." I know you're doing this diet bet thing.
Yeah, well, I think if that's the case, I think
Maybe
you
there's a
can,
doctor's excuse, medical
maybe.
excuse.
Well, here's the thing: you can also cancel like within the first 7 days or something like
7 minutes.
that. Yeah,
The
And,
first 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Yeah.
You better be ready.
Yep. So,
All right. Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
yeah. What was not good to know was my actual weight when I started.
Ah, it was a rude
was-
awakening.
Oh my god.
How long has it been since you weighed yourself?
I think I was weighed at the doctor's office like a year and a half ago or something.
Okay.
Maybe a little more. I don't know. I don't even really remember what it was then. I tried not to
You just
think
were
about
like trying to like Men in Black.
it. I was.
yourself.
Like, I just, yeah.
Phew.
I
Forget
purposely
that
did
number.
not weigh myself or avoided any situations where I might be weighed. For
Yeah. Well,
those very purposes.
you broke the seal now.
Yeah. I have a scale now in my house.
It's
so.
better to know than to not know.
Oof,
It is.
I guess.
It is.
Yeah.
I've weighed myself pretty much every week for a long time. That's just the way I am, I guess.
If I had done that, maybe I would have done something sooner. Maybe. I don't know.
Or you just get used to it.
Yeah.
And as long as it's not going up, you're okay.
It had to have been going up for a long
No,
time.
I'm sure, but I mean, like, you know, I weigh myself every week, and it
Yeah,
hasn't
yeah.
gone up for months and months and months.
Sure,
and I'm like,
sure.
I'm fine.
That's
I'm
true, I
happy
guess.
with how out of shape I am.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not getting worse. You know what I mean? As long as there isn't another leak in the hull.
Yeah, as long as you've reached
As long as-
equilibrium.
Yep, exactly. Total awful slobbishness.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, and this is because you're turning 30.
I said that.
That's
A
part
lot
of
of things
it.
are just kind of happening, and at 30 seems like a good idea to, you know, pay
Things
more
are
attention to those kind of
happening.
things. Yeah.
Exciting. Well,
Yeah.
I am now 29.
Yep.
We're recording this on my birthday.
I was gonna tell you happy birthday. Actually,
I beat you to it.
You did.
No one will know if you remembered.
I
Is
did.
it sad that my birthday, since it's on a Saturday, I'm not going to get any Facebook happy birthday well wishes? Because everyone will be not at work on
I'll
Facebook.
give you one.
All right, thank you. Anyway, so that's exciting. Cool. All right. Anything else you've been doing this week?
Other than that, cleaning was big. I've been watching some shows. I don't know if we want to get into that quite yet or not, but
We will. We'll
yeah.
get into that after I go over me.
Yeah, that's cool. But other than that, yeah, I think I've been keeping it pretty
Yep.
standard.
Exciting. Mm-hmm. I've been, I've been busy. I played some more World of Warcraft. Still doing that. Still raiding.
Yeah.
For those of you who play World of Warcraft, which is probably no one who listens to this, but there's a big patch coming out next week. The big old pre-expansion patch, which is gonna completely change the game in many, many ways. So I'm just kind of trying to get a few things done before that drops, because they're gonna remove some stuff from the game forever Gotta get that done. Gotta get that chingle chingle. That means money, Adam.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know, I'm just translating my awesome speech for you.
Your personal words.
No, that's a real thing.
Chingle chingle?
Chingle chingle, yep.
Wow.
It's Total Divas.
Oh, okay.
You just watch
Alright.
that and you'll know chingle
I
chingle.
was gonna say I must be behind the times.
You gotta watch your Total Divas, man.
I don't.
Alright.
That may be one step too far down the road.
I thought it was one step too far, but I took that step. I'm not sad. I'm watching ladies.
Yeah, but you like some shitty reality TV though, like
No, I don't.
Jersey Shore.
That's not shitty.
It's shitty.
That's the prime cut of reality television.
Well,
you know
here,
why?
Let me say this then.
Because it's not trying to be real in any way. It's fucking ridiculous.
Let me say this then. I don't like Jersey Shore. Would I like
Okay.
Total Divas?
Well, Total Divas is a lot more realistic than that. But anyway, that's great. I did that. I don't know. I wrote another Saturday Night Live review.
Yeah.
That's it. It's garnered multiple comments on the website.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I approved that actually.
Thank you, Adam, for approving the negative comments.
Well, you know, they were actual comments. They weren't spam. So
Well, it also was someone listing a fake name and fake email address.
we don't check for that kind of shit.
Do you know what I thought about doing?
What?
And if week 3 has the same result, we'll see. But that person, you can check the who is data, so maybe
Yeah.
they listen to the podcast. I doubt it. But you can check the who is data, so I know where that was sent from. And that was sent from a business.
Oh, really?
Yes, a business address. So I feel like I want to email that business and say, hey, by the way, you got an employee during work hours, 10 a.m., is posting negative comments on a Saturday Night Live review.
That seems a little overboard.
Well, all I'm saying is if
See,
you're gonna...
he gives you a negative comment on your post, and you fucking like get him fired from his job. His
I think those...
livelihood?
Okay.
John, think of the children.
No.
What
this
about
is the,
his
this
10
is-
kids?
They deserve to starve to death. Sorry. This is it, because I'm going to get into a rant.
Okay.
Negativity needs to be just destroyed. Okay? If you have legitimate concerns, complaints, that's fine. But the drive-by insults that happen on the internet, like YouTube comments,
Yeah.
need to never happen. Like, if I personally don't like something, I never say anything. Because if I don't like it, I just don't look at it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Maybe I'll tell someone in person, oh man, that was shitty. Like, don't go there. Don't do that. You know, or I'll say about it on my podcast, but I'm not going to write directly to someone and insult them to their face anonymously.
Yeah.
Like, that's weird. Like, why would you do that? What type of person does that? You know what I mean? Like, I
Angry
just
vampires.
never would do that. I mean, it's probably someone who's like, 10.
Maybe.
I don't
job.
fucking... Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a sweatshop.
With a job. A sweatshop, of course. Guess, you know what state they're from? I know what
No.
state they're from. New
What's
Jersey.
Oh, really?
Yeah! Got a Jersey Shore person commenting.
Oh, man.
Hey, bro, your article. You need more detail. The funny part is, though, is that I took the criticism and edited everything.
Yeah?
That makes me a bad person. I listened.
No. That makes you...
No, I mean, I totally
If some
agree.
of it's constructive, then...
It wasn't, but I just went through and edited everything. And interesting. So this is the second time I've ever written any review of anything in detail. So cut me some slack. But also I'm working on it.
Yeah.
But that last one I posted at 1:30 in the morning, and there were names. So Melissa McCartney. God,
Yeah.
Melissa McCarthy. I called her Melissa McCartney.
Oh,
It was
man.
just clearly 1 a.m. Just not understanding words.
Right.
Yeah. I need to write those not at 1 in the morning.
Probably.
This is all part of the learning process. I'm trying. gonna do this week. Bill Hader hosted.
Oh, nice.
By the time this is posted, so should be a really awesome episode. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see. You'll read my review, borninthE80s.net.
He's one that does Stefan.
Yeah.
Because, God, Stefan is hilarious.
I don't know if Stefan will be back.
He probably won't be, because there's no Seth Meyers. But
No. Well, I mean, yeah, but John Mulaney, the person who wrote
yeah.
Stefan, is not there anymore either.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like, maybe if they bring them both back for that segment, they might. They might, because Stefan was pretty popular.
Can I also say that, like, all those fucking Mulaney commercials that I'm seeing are driving me insane?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about that show.
Especially because it looks shitty. It's got, like, a lot of amazing people on it.
Yeah.
Guest starring, but it looks so shitty. Like, I don't understand.
Shitcom?
It does. It looks, you know what it looks like? It looks like, it's like that show in Extras that,
Oh, like the fake sitcom?
yeah.
That's just like bad and generic?
Yes.
It
That's
could
what it
just be
reminds me of.
trailers, though, you know what I mean?
It could be.
It could just be the segments.
I guess, but, like, if those are the jokes they picked, it's just like, ugh.
Oh, what was that
Ugh.
horrible Fox sitcom that the Family Guy writers did?
Fox sitcom.
Yeah.
Family Guy?
Yeah, it had Seth Green and Giovanni
That's
Ribisi.
Dad's?
That's still going?
I think it is.
Oh, wow.
People like it.
I'm pretty sure that show was like on the gallows.
I
I don't think anyone watched that or liked that show.
Well, here's
Adam.
the thing. I have not watched it, and I have not kept up on it, so I don't really know what the state is.
I like how
nor
you
do I
just
care.
give them the benefit of the doubt, though.
I thought I heard somebody, like, commenting on something on a different show and saying, like, oh, Dad's is better than this, and it's whatever. I don't know.
Fox cancels Dads.
Oh, okay.
First
Alright.
news article.
Excellent.
It lasted one season.
That's fine. It didn't look super. I felt bad because I do like Seth Green.
I don't give a shit about Seth Green. What I give a shit about is Martin Mull, who I love.
Yeah, Martin Mull is awesome.
Universally panned by critics.
Ooh. Yeah,
let's see
it had
here.
the same. You're right. It had the same kind of.
Dad smeared to a 2.2. Week 2, it fell to 1.5.
Ouch.
Yeah. Had like almost 6 million people watch the pilot, and then ended the season about 2.5. Lost over half its audience. Yeah. And the critics hated it, and just kind of like,
I thought the critics hated it, but I thought it actually had got some viewers, but I guess I was wrong.
That's right, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, that's the world. That was my week. I don't know. That guy's a dick.
Yeah.
I deleted the first one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
You can't take a little heat?
I can take it, but put your fucking name on it, man.
It's internet. Come on.
No. You want to call someone out, you got to put your name on it, man. That's my rules.
Yeah.
Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right. Is that their thing?
I honestly don't know.
I'm looking this up.
Okay.
No rules, just right
don't
slogan.
know outhouses.
Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right.
I don't know why or how you know that.
I don't know, Adam. What happened to me?
That's kind of scary.
I've never even been to an Outback Steakhouse in the past decade.
Yeah, I've been there
But
once.
I know their slogan. Oh my god. That's commercials for you, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Because Outback Steakhouse, that is definitely genuine Australian food.
Surely.
Don't call me Shirley. I'm serious.
Bloomin' onion.
Bloomin' onion. Oh man. So yeah, that guy's a dick. Whoever he is. I mean, maybe it's not a guy. I guess I don't want to give the shadow of a doubt. I feel like they're not poorly written. I don't know, but that's me. You told me to read a book, Adam, so I'm reading a book.
Yeah.
Read some books or something. I don't know. He's right, though.
Good.
Anyway, so that's my life. Adam, we gave you some homework assignments, correct?
Well, do you want to talk about? Do we
Whoa,
wanna go
whoa!
into
You cut me off here.
some wrestling before that, maybe.
Oh, wrestling news.
Yeah.
What do you talk? What do you talk about wrestling news?
This last Raw kind of sucked. There were some
Did
great,
it?
There were some great parts in it because anything with fucking Dean Ambrose is gold. It's just gold.
Yeah.
And the Ambrose Cena thing is amazing.
Yeah.
The rest of the show was kind of lackluster, though.
Yeah. They had The Rock come out for a hot sec, make
Yeah.
some sexist jokes,
Yeah.
like you kind of whatever, you know.
I gotta say, even still, I was kind of happy to see him. I like
Seeing The Rock gets
I know.
that.
I
just
like watching
oh
him
my
do
God.
his thing.
Yeah.
But it's just like the rest of the matches weren't super great. They weren't super interesting.
Adam, what do you think's your favorite thing about The Rock?
My favorite thing about him?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
It doesn't matter what your favorite thing about The Rock is.
Doesn't matter what you think.
Oh, he's fucking great, dude.
He is great.
He is great. So, I guess the rumor on the dirt sheets,
Yeah.
as they're called in the industry, so those who don't watch wrestling or know anything about it, dirt sheets are basically just rumors, are that he might come back for WrestleMania 31.
Really?
Who knows for what? Fight somebody.
Yeah.
Maybe John Cena. Cena Rock. They've done it before. But I think Cena might fight Rusev is what they're going to go for. Because we'll see. We'll see where they book it.
Rusev just go away.
What is wrong with you? I love Rusev. He's significantly one of my favorites all the time. He's so good at wrestling.
I don't care. His shtick is...
He's awesome.
I know, I hate it.
He's the Russian. He's the Bulgarian brute,
Oh,
as Lana would say.
Lana's okay. But
I can't get enough of Lana, Adam.
Yeah,
I just can't.
Jack
so
Swagger
awesome.
and Rusev both can just like if they
Jack Swagger and Rusev is over.
I know, no, but I mean like if they just both, I hate them both. I think maybe it's because of that, but I hate them both.
Well, I
forever
can get behind
now.
the Jack Swagger hate because he has injured multiple people, including Bad News Barrett.
I don't even. Yeah,
It's
I don't
crazy.
even know about that, but he's boring. He's
Well,
so
trust
boring.
me, he
And
injured.
Rusev it's just a one note thing. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of. It's Russia. Okay, It's just so old. It's like
Adam, USA, USA, USA. We gotta cheer.
it just feels way too old. I don't
Okay,
know.
okay, fair enough. Fair.
And I don't know what the fuck's going on with the Intercontinental Championship thing with
Oh,
all
with
those dudes.
Miz and Cesaro and dude, they don't know what they're doing right now. And
They
you can
don't.
tell.
Yeah, it's just everybody.
Too many people got injured this year.
I guess.
That's what happens when you have the guy who you were basically turning the future of the company into, Daniel Bryan, who is going to be out for most of the year.
Yeah.
But he should be back really soon, supposedly.
Hopefully.
A couple months.
I don't know. It's been I mean I haven't seen him on since I started watching wrestling.
Yeah, I know.
That's how long he's
You're going to
been
like him.
out.
watch
I
him.
know.
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
NXT.
I don't think I watched NXT this week.
Oh, okay. It's all right.
I should.
Sasha Banks and some lady who's it's their second or third time wrestling have a really good match.
Is that Baron guy like still just destroying?
Baron Corbin. He
Yeah.
wasn't on this episode.
Last couple times I've seen him, he's just, like,
Enzo
murdered
and
CJ
Cass
Yeah.
have an amazing entrance to their match. The match is all right. They fight the Vaudevillains.
Oh, awesome.
Won't tell you who wins, but I will say that Cass
Yeah.
has an amazing Hey Arnold reference.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's ridiculous. Oh, and they continue. They have another video that they put up too, and they continue to be really fun to watch, and
Yeah.
I love them. And the Vaudevillains are really fun too, so they had some real good stuff going on there. Hideo Itami had a really good fight against
You mean Kenta?
Hideo Itami, as he's known now. He had to change his name, and he got to choose it at least, so give him that. But he's fighting Connor from the Ascension because, I don't know, they just got into a we're going to interrupt each other's matches kind of style feud.
Yeah.
But he had a pretty good match where they kind of ganged up on him, and he beat up his trainer, and he was all got bloody in the mouth, and I don't know. I think he's a really good wrestler. I don't know what they're going to do with him because he didn't speak a lot of English very well, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, they've gotten around it before. I mean, Sin Cara has never talked a word, so he's really good, and the match is great, and especially the ending. When he's like tied up in the ropes and he's seeing his friend getting beaten up. He's very good at selling emotions in matches and stuff, which is something that doesn't happen a lot. And then the main event was Sami Zayn versus Titus O'Neil.
Oh, okay.
It's not good.
No.
Sami Zayn did the best he could.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna say it's probably
Titus O'Neil. He's the wrestler from the 80s.
Yeah.
Like, you've seen wrestlers in the 80s and how bad wrestling was in the 80s,
Yeah.
at least with some of the big guys, where it's just rest, hold. I mean, Titus O'Neil, just slowly lumbering around while Sami... Hey, what's up?
Hey, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, my, being on the internet caused Adobe to crash.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which apparently just stops the Hangout, opening a different tab.
Weird.
Thank you, website, whatever website I was on that did that to me. Whatever. So what was the last thing I said?
Titus O'Neil wrestling in the 80s, lumbering around.
Oh yeah, he's the old type of wrestler, like Ultimate Warrior, just gassed all the time, doesn't really have a lot of stamina, does a few strength moves, but it's just kind of like, and then where Sami Zayn's obviously,
Right.
athletic little guy jumping around trying to do the best he can. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
They did the best they could, and I really appreciate it because you can tell Sami Zayn knows how to tell a story in the match, and the story was, this guy's a monster, I'm getting destroyed, like Cena was against Brock Lesnar, but he's, trying to get in, he gets a couple hits in, and then just gets crushed again, and they had a good ending, there's a really good powerbomb to end it, but, yeah, Sami Zayn lost, no surprise there, but...
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, oh, what the fuck? It's disappointing. And it kind of shows you, it's like, the worst part of NXT is when people from the WWE come down and try and wrestle.
Yeah.
And they're just not good.
Yeah. They're there for a reason.
I know. They're there because they're better at wrestling.
Yeah.
It's so sad. But things are changing. A lot of the top talent in WWE now, Ambrose, Rollins, Reigns... Daniel Bryan, Ziggler, these guys all are very good wrestlers. Mm-hmm. And, most of those people went through NXT, so it's going to change, but there's still a lot of the old guard of, people bought by their bodybuilder looks that aren't really good at wrestling.
I'm also glad that whoever is, writing Ambrose, they've been given, free reign to do whatever the fuck they want.
They're just letting him be him, and it's what they need to do, and they know it. They know it.
Oh my god, the hot dog stand was amazing.
I know! He's incredible!
Yeah.
He came out of nowhere to be the MVP. Because you come in the spring, and you tell me the Shield, the three men, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, who's going to be the number one star? It's obviously Roman Reigns. He's got the look, he's huge, he's, charismatic, he can wrestle a little bit at least, he'll get there. He's not bad actively.
Right.
but a little green. And Rollins is a really good, like just acrobat, and he's got lots of good moves, and he'll definitely do something. And then Ambrose is like, he's good, but he's kind of weird, and I don't know if people are gonna buy it. And holy shit, man!
Yeah.
He's the #1 star.
Yeah.
And he just sells it. I mean, he's
He
like,
does.
for those of you who don't watch wrestling, like, Dean Ambrose is kind of like maybe not, he's kind of like the Joker, except for not an evil Joker.
Yeah.
He just kind of just does what he wants, and he gets in people's heads, but they're usually the bad guys, because he's an anti-hero.
I'm
You know
so
what I
glad
mean?
they went that way, too, and they didn't, just make him a heel.
Exactly. He's like the
That was-
Joker if the Joker wasn't creepy and bad
Yeah.
guy. He's just kind of weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little unhinged, you know what I mean?
Just doesn't really give a fuck about the rules, basically.
Oh my god! And it's incredible too, and it's the same stuff that Jonathan Good has been doing forever in wrestling, because he was a CZW he wrestled in, way back in the day. I think he wrestled at PWG and Ring of Honor, and he's just been doing his thing for a long time. And back then he had a feud with Seth Rollins, back when they were both wrestling down there, and Seth Rollins was the good guy. Dean Ambrose was the bad guy, of course.
Yeah.
But now things are reversed.
Yeah.
And I think the Shield's breakup, everyone was like, oh man, why do they have to break them up? They're so good together. But I'm kind of glad they did,
Yeah.
because the roster has been depleted by injury.
And the Wyatts, too. It seems like they're
splitting up.
splitting up now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The promos, you can tell that they're,
it's necessary.
I guess, yeah.
I think it's because, again, I think we talked about this last week, but
Right.
I think they want to move Bray Wyatt into a different direction. Maybe more of an anti-hero type thing. And the other two guys are just pure bad guys.
I just don't know how those guys are going to do.
Harper will be good.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole Wyatt gimmick was Harper.
Yeah.
He was doing that, and then they added Bray and Eric Rowan to it. So I think he'll get by. Eric Rowan, I'm a little more worried about,
Yeah.
because I don't know if English is his first language, because I know I think he's from abroad.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just going to look him up.
I didn't know that.
He is... Boy, where is he from? He is what's his real name? Joseph Rude. Okay, no, he's from Minneapolis.
Okay.
But his parents are Norwegian. He's his family emigrated from Norway, so he's first generation American, I guess, or maybe second. So no, never mind then. I thought he was more Norwegian than he is. He's 6'8".
Damn.
But apparently he's been wrestling for about since 2007. So, I think he'll be all right.
Oh, yes. I just don't know what... I mean, it just seems like now they can't have all the same shtick the same gimmick like they used to.
Oh, I think they will.
You think they're just going to all just be the creepy wrestlers?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, though. I don't know.
I don't know. But what can you do? It happens to every group.
Yeah.
Not every group, but most groups end up breaking up. Just because someone's got to shine.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, well, that's wrestling. Let's move away. It's kind of like they're kind of treading water here with everything but the Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins stuff, which is incredible.
Yeah.
And continues to be the reason why I keep watching.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, if that wasn't going on, I don't know what they'd be doing.
Yeah.
Who would be main eventing? John Cena versus Kane? Who wants to see that for the Randy Orton Cena? Which we may see at Hell in a Cell. We'll see. But I'm gonna guess Cena and Rollins fight.
No, it's got to be Rollins, right? Rollins has to be one of them.
Well, okay, so on SmackDown tonight,
Okay.
I know the spoilers because I read them. SmackDown tonight, the John Cena and Dean Ambrose have a stipulation added to their match at Hell in a Cell,
Really?
which is going to be contract on a pole match, and whoever can get to the contract will get to wrestle Seth Rollins in Hell in a Cell.
Okay.
So they're going to wrestle 2 matches probably, and then the loser will have to fight Randy Orton.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be Cena Ambrose to start off Hell in a Cell probably, and then whoever wins that's going to end up fighting Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be Cena. Cena's the big main eventer. Ambrose doesn't need to fight Rollins again, but this could set up a feud with Cena. Ambrose that could be good. Could set up I'd like to see Ambrose wrestle Randy Orton. Because I could see a lot of possibilities there.
Yeah, that's true.
They're both pretty great wrestlers. Both got some really stiff-looking DDTs, and I think they could basically beat the crap out of each other and make it look great.
Oh, man. That move that Dean Ambrose did to John Cena like that, it wasn't the Dirty Deeds, but it kind of looked a bit like it.
You're talking about the double underhook DDT?
Yeah. That's a badass move.
It is. That's Mick Foley right there, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's one of Mankind's moves.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Yeah, it looks brutal.
He's good. He's so good.
He is.
So anyway, Dean Ambrose, we're loving it. I kind of want a Dean Ambrose shirt now. Have you seen them?
Right?
They have badass logos, the
They
D and
do.
the A and like scratches.
Yeah.
Dean Ambrose. I don't think I like all of the other shit on that shirt, but
Yeah.
I just want that sweatshirt with that logo.
They have like ones that are like the explicit logo too. They're like, I don't know. Lunatic Fringe.
That's it. Lunatic Fringe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, there it is. This is the sweatshirt he comes out in. Kind of want that. It looks pretty badass.
That would be pretty cool.
All right. Anyway, $50.
Ooh.
Well, it's
It's
merchandise.
WWE.
It's merch.
Yep.
I got a couple shirts that were pretty cheap, but yeah. Anyway, so let's move off wrestling. So we had some homework for you,
Yep.
Adam Hamm.
Fall TV.
Yeah, that's right. I wanted you to
2014.
get in some Fall TV 2014.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to get a Daniel Bryan Yes T-shirt.
Yeah.
They're on sale now because he's injured, I think. You know what I mean? So they're
Yeah.
less. But I kind of want one. It's only $15. I'm definitely going to buy one, actually. Just says yes on the front and Daniel Bryan on the back.
Cool.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I love Daniel Bryan.
Yep.
One of my favorites, and he's awesome. We'll move on. God, I just wrestling. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see the article I sent you
Yes.
about the
Yes.
Japanese wrestling?
I did.
Yeah, did you read any of that?
I didn't really get a chance to read much of it.
You
But
should. It's a really great rundown of like who all of the stars are, and I knew some of the names, from some of the stuff that I've seen, but just kind of going through all the names and seeing everybody and like who does what and what the factions are and what all the belts mean and what shows mean what.
Yeah. So John sent me a link regarding Japanese New Pro Wrestling.
I'll put that one on the. Put that on the website. I'll link it to this episode. Oh my God, you don't know what just happened, but it was the scariest thing that's ever happened to me.
Did you almost spill your water on the?
Oh no,
No?
that would have been scarier, kind of. For the fact that I knew I wouldn't have died from what just happened, but it was close. So I don't know for what reason I have some sort of butcher knife on my desk. But as I grabbed my notepad to write this note down, the butcher knife slid off the desk and landed in the crotch area where my legs are on my chair. Just that space between my legs in front of my crotch. The blade landed and then fell off onto the ground, and none of it hit me.
Wow.
But there was a butcher knife flying towards my genitals.
That's pretty.
That's bad.
That's pretty bad. Yeah.
I knew it wasn't very far, so it probably wouldn't have cut me or anything, but it could have been really bad, You never know with a knife.
Indeed.
That's the episode title.
You never know with a knife.
Never know, or it's probably going to be about Friday.
TGIF.
Yep, it's going to just be TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. All right,
Yeah, so fall 2014 TV.
yes, Adam.
These are the shows that I'm watching.
You are a showman?
I am.
You watch a lot of TV.
I watch a lot of TV. I just realized as I wrote this list.
That's good, though.
Yeah.
Keeping up on it. You can let the people know.
Yep.
What are the stinkers and what are the sinkers?
Well, these are the shows that I watch and I generally
Okay.
like or I'm planning on watching.
Okay.
Looking forward to.
Let's go through it. You got it alphabetical, I see.
I do. I put it alphabetically.
Okay.
First up is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
What does SHIELD stand for?
Strategic Homeland something Defense. I don't remember.
Oh my god, you don't even know the name of the show!
I know it's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's what it's called.
Alright, so
Actually, it's called Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I think.
So it's a bunch of guys
Yeah.
with a bunch of
girls.
with a bunch of shields that they use to block the evil.
That's... Sure, why not?
That's
pretty
what
much
happened.
it.
Adam, I don't know anything about this show. Please tell me what it is.
Alright.
Why is it good?
If you like the Marvel Cinematic Universe...
Okay.
And you're partial to Agent Coulson. Or
Okay.
Clark Gregg. I
Okay.
think it's his name.
You liked him in the movie.
If you like
He was in Avengers. He died in Avengers.
He did die in Avengers, but through the magic of the screen, he comes back to us
Okay.
in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yep.
Now, the first season of this had its ups and downs.
Yeah. I watched the first episode.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm good.
Yeah. It didn't really get good until, like, maybe 3/4 of the way through the first
Ah,
season.
gotta
Because it's a weekend show.
love a show that takes a good 12 hours of watching to get
Yeah.
into.
Pretty much. But I think the end of that worked really well. And it was actually a pretty cool tie-in with Winter Soldier, which was happening at the time.
Ah, yes, the Winter Soldier.
Yes, the Winter Soldier.
Is there a Summer Soldier?
Not that I know of.
Is there a Summer Sausage?
There are summer sauces.
Cheese and crackers?
Delicious.
What is the Winter Soldier about? That's that guy that was thrown off the train, right?
Yeah, Bucky Barnes, who...
Sorry. Oh, good
Yeah.
old Marvel names from the past.
Totally. Bucky Barnes, Captain America's best friend,
Former
Was-
best friend.
was thrown from the train.
Throw Mama from the train. And if by Mama you mean Bucky Barnes.
Exactly. Everybody thought he died.
Yeah, me too.
He didn't die.
Oh shit, what happened, Adam?
Hydra,
Hydra. Oh, the fake Nazis.
well, they're... Yeah, sure. We'll
They're
go
the
with that.
Nazis. I just want to say this, and I've said it a million times, so I want to say it again. That Hydra only kills other members of Hydra. If you watch that movie,
Yeah,
all that fucking Red Skull does is kill members of Hydra.
that's true.
All he does. And maybe one Jewish guy at the start of the movie.
I think these Hydra members are a little bit more lethal.
Okay. Alright. They're not being told by Red Skull to, like,
No.
kill each other for being bad at their jobs.
The Red Skull is not around.
Hugo Weaving.
Yeah.
He
exactly.
weaved his way out of this sequel.
He weaved his way right out of that franchise, yep.
Alright, good idea.
Yeah, but he basically comes back as the Winter Soldier because Hydra had captured him, used experiments on him. He wiped his mind. He's the Winter Soldier.
So he's a bad guy?
He's being used by Hydra as a bad guy. Yes.
Alright.
Anyways, there was a good tie-in with that. And actually, season 2 started. I've watched a couple episodes,
Yeah.
and so far it's picking up pretty much where I left off and feeling pretty good.
That's alright.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
So what's your verdict? Is that a hopeful?
That is, yeah. Right now, I'm hopeful. I mean, it's hard to tell where they're going to go, but actually, right now they're showing people who are, they call them gifteds on the show, but they're people with superpowers.
Oh,
So there's some of that going on, which is good. They can't use mutants because
Oh my.
Sony.
Yes, they
Sony.
can.
No, Sony owns mutants.
No, I don't give a shit. They can.
They can't.
You can't trademark a term that is a dictionary word.
You can actually.
They're literally mutated humans.
Yep.
No,
If you're
they
talking about
can,
the-
but I bet you that no,
If
it
you're
wouldn't
talking
hold
about
up
the
in
Marvel
court.
Universe.
Wouldn't hold up in court.
Well, either way, they think it might, so they're not using it.
No, they're just throwing caution.
Whatever.
They don't care. Gifted? Come on.
Yeah,
They could have came up with a better word than that.
probably. I don't know, but it's But I mean, that kind of is a better catch-all because that way you cover like fucking radioactive accidents and mutation and whatever, But yeah, so far it's doing pretty good. I'm hopeful for it, and I think it's worth watching right now. Next up is.
Hey, I'm back.
You're back again.
Yeah, it's just everything's crashing all the time.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Google Hangouts fucking sweet. I love it.
Yeah.
It's the best
This
website.
is working way better than the other thing we did.
It actually probably is, though, because there'll be weird cutouts, but I don't even know. What was the last thing I said?
I thought I was talking last, but I don't know. So
What was the last thing I said?
I don't remember.
You don't remember what? You're not even listening to me, are you?
I started talking, and then I realized you weren't talking back, and then...
I'm just saying I could come up with a better name.
Oh,
Gifteds.
Yeah.
Gifteds sounds like the kids that got to take the SAT early. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's a good term because it covers... I don't know if it's... I'm going to say it's a good term, but I think it works because it covers not just, like, mutations, but also rogue science experiments and other,
Why can't they just say, like, supers?
Because that sounds... Well, for one thing, I'm sure there is a comic called Supers. And
That doesn't matter.
it does matter.
No, it doesn't fucking matter.
It's about branding.
No, it's not. Because
It
it's
is.
not. Because it's not what the show is called. It's just a term used in the show.
No, there's...
Like,
no,
you
no,
can't
there's-
just say, oh man, like, this is a great birthday cake, and be like, oh, fucking A, man, you said birthday cake in your show, so your show is
If
now
Birthday Cake was
beholden.
another comic about the same thing, then maybe.
No. You haven't read Birthday Cake?
I haven't. No.
It's pretty fucking great.
Is it?
Yeah,
Sounds
so they
delicious.
okay, it starts off, Adam, picture
Yeah.
this.
I'm picturing.
It starts off in the beautiful fields of Nebraska, upon which the wheat
Okay,
has
listen.
been planted.
I've been in Nebraska and seen the fields. They're not that great. And
The
they
farmer
don't grow wheat there either. They grow like canola.
takes his wife and makes love to her upon the grass.
This is not
It's
something
the
I
opening
wanna read.
panels of the comic book called Birthday Cake. He makes sweet love to his farmer wife
Oh,
and
God.
says, I have planted the seed.
Oh, John, let's end this here.
George R. R. Martin wrote this issue. I've planted the seed in the earth
Okay.
and my wife. And their
Good.
son grows up to be superhuman at making birthday cakes. Because the soil, Adam,
Uh-huh.
get this, the soil is radioactive
Oh.
because they built their farm over an old nuclear weapon. What am I saying it right? I don't want to sound like GWB. Nuclear weapons site, like a nuclear silo.
Yeah.
They built their farm over it. Cheap land, Adam. But guess what? Those warheads leaked. And because he was conceived upon the dirt,
You really... Go on.
upon the wheat field, and then there were wheat plants in there on the ground,
Yeah.
and like the DNA. So he's part man, part plant, wheat.
Wait. Wait.
Part man, part
The
wheat.
way you were saying that, it made
Oh.
it sound like it was more like the plants that would be part human, not the other way around.
Nope. He's
Wait,
part
so
human.
how does
the baby.
how does the dirt DNA get
Dude, when you're rolling around in the hay, if you will, and I will, you will get some of that DNA. Will get everywhere. And so he's a man-born. He's half wheat, half man. He has an incredible power over flour. He's able to bend it to his ways.
Oh my god. That's incredible.
And someone's like,
how would being half wheat give you power over flour?
it just has it. I can't explain the gamma radiation.
What? Is he edible? What the fuck?
Half-baked, whole grain.
Oh god.
Does a body good. But you, I don't know what his villain would be. Corn syrup, man.
Sure, man.
What's another? Wait, what's another?
High fructose.
No. What's another vegetable-based villain that we can have?
Vegetable based?
Yeah. The Tofinator. A man.
I don't know. What is wheat's,
Bred and wicked experiments with soybeans.
What is wheat's arch enemy?
Soybeans, man.
Yeah.
Fighting for space. It's gotta be corn or soybeans. One of the two. Or maybe
it's like bread mold, like penicillin.
Oh
or something.
shit. Penicillin.
Oh.
He's here to make you moldy.
That would suck if you were half wheat.
I know, right? You'd be like, shit, this fucking sucks. And then another villain could be like,
Go to
we
the
are
doctor
the
and
wheat weevils.
Oh god.
And they attack him in swarms.
Ugh, gross.
And he knows love. What's his...
Fuck.
Well, you know... Baking is love.
Oh, right.
Eat,
okay.
pray, love, Adam.
Sure.
Is that the book? Julia Roberts movie?
Yeah, I think so.
Eat, pray, love?
Mm-hmm.
That's his secret lair.
Let's see.
Yep.
So what's the name of his girl?
His girl? I don't know. Let's think of a stupid fucking Marvel name from the 60s.
Wait. What about like Eglantine? She's like part eggs or something.
No. See, the girl's got to be normal.
Oh, really? Okay.
You know, like your Mary Jane Watson,
Sure. Okay.
or your Gwen Stacy. I don't know. Let's call her what's a good Nebraskan name? Sherry Connor. Sherry Connor. I don't know. Terry Connor with an I.
Yeah.
Connor's too Roseanne. Let me get off that. I don't know. Terry Husker. Corn Huskers.
Let me like Sharon.
Sharon.
Sharon Huskerdew.
Huskerdew? That's a fucking German thing.
Well,
Sherry, wait, what was her name? Sharon?
Sharon.
Sharon Sterling. Bam. Alliterative. Solid as a rock.
Yeah.
She's
sounds
his
too cool
rock.
for her though. I don't know.
So what would this superhero be called? Oh, Birthday Cake was the name of the comic book.
Yeah. It's the name of the comic
Shit.
book.
We're looping it back. I was just a cake boy?
Gluten.
Cake man? Oh. Dude, all the gluten-free people.
Yeah.
Oh, they could be like villains.
Totally.
Like, you're sapping me of my power. I need the gluten. Glute in or glute out.
Well,
That's what he says.
does he?
Work in progress.
Okay.
He's just Cake Man. That's it.
Yeah.
Cake Man. Cake Man!
with his sidekick, Batter Boy.
Oh, and their dog, Cupcake. I see it now.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What does Batter Boy do? Does he have a bat? Can he have a bat?
Sure, why not?
So
I
it's
was thinking like cake batter, but
No,
sure,
I agree.
yeah.
No. He's cake batter, but he also has a bat. You know,
yeah,
so it's kind
I
of
like
like, and he can say "batter up" when he hits people.
Oh yeah, totally.
But like, you know, the bat is obviously made of cake,
Sponge cake.
super hardened cake.
Oh yeah, bunt cake.
Yeah, the thick pound cake,
Pound cake. Yeah.
fruit cake, the hardest fruit cake known to man, harder than diamond, can cut through steel.
Yeah.
We got a comment. We got a trademark. Born in the 80s. Cake
Exactly.
Man and Friends.
Totally.
Birthday cake.
Birthday cake. The
All right.
comic.
So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
Good.
Let's move on. So how many of these shows that you're watching are not related to comics in any way?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 9, 8 or 9. Out of
I'm going to say out of this
15.
list, I would watch 3 shows.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, let's go through the list. Let's
Okay.
get through it. We got to get through it, Adam.
All right. Still on the comic kind of theme is Arrow.
Yep, this is Green Arrow.
Yes, this
The
is
superhero no one knows.
Yeah, this is season 3.
All right. Red Arrow.
No, that's wrestling.
Oh, yeah, shit.
That's Adrian Neville.
That's right.
I
like him.
He's all right. He's okay.
He is all right. That's the exact way to describe him.
Yeah,
He's all right.
he's all right. He did some impressive stuff, but he's not
All
particularly.
right. Arrow.
Okay.
Red Arrow.
Yeah. Arrow.
Arrow. Red Arrow.
This show is great. I like it.
Why is it good?
It's just a really good comic booky show. Like they don't.
What happens in it? Like, what is a normal episode's plot?
It's hard to.
Sounds like a winner to me.
Like, well, it's different a lot. I mean, there's a lot of kind of there's overarching storyline, like generally speaking, of a season, and then there's generally
Like what's an overarching storyline of a season?
Slade Wilson, this guy who he
Oh
thought
my
was,
god!
What?
What a name!
I know, right?
Slade Wilson.
A guy he thought was dead,
Yep.
but isn't.
Oh
Comes
my.
back as like this pretty powerful like businessy type guy who's also like pumped up on this crazy like super serum stuff, and this is one thing to like destroy everybody that Oliver loves and then destroy Oliver.
Oh, well, Oliver
That's
who?
the course of the season.
Oliver
Queen.
closed off?
Nope, Oliver Queen.
What kind of name is that?
That is the name of the Arrow's pseudonym. That
Is
the
this guy, is he
secret identity.
likes the Arrow?
What? No.
Well, with a name like Oliver Queen, I don't know.
Hey, it's just a name.
Does he like the Arrow or does he like the Quiver?
He prefers the Quiver as far
Does
as
he?
I've seen. According to the show, he likes the Quiver.
Alright, maybe it'll be a big plot twist. When he comes to terms with his homosexuality.
Maybe.
The big episode.
But yeah, it's just
You know what I love recording on Google Hangout Live?
What?
There is no timestamp whatsoever.
No, none.
We're incredibly...
This is a 3-hour podcast.
Could be.
Yeah.
But we need to move on.
Yes,
Arrow. So
I recommend.
Who's the
Good
villain?
comic book show. Villain changes from time to time depending on who the Arrow's fighting.
does he do a lot of does he do a lot of fighting?
Yes, he does. He does a lot of fighting.
Oh, well, that sounds cool then.
It is. It's really good.
All right.
And they're constantly bringing up other like comic book stuff. They're not afraid to do so. Like there's the League of Assassins in the DC
Nope.
universe, and they bring
Don't know
up
what
that
that is.
Ra's al Ghul is the head.
Okay, I know
guy.
that. Yeah.
He's probably going to show up this season, which I'm excited for.
Okay.
Cool stuff.
Liam Neeson confirmed.
Nah, I doubt it.
All right.
But next up is Blacklist.
Now, isn't that a bit insensitive?
No, I don't think so. It's not racially charged.
Oh, okay.
It is a list of people that need to be taken out.
Oh, that Adam. This isn't the '60s anymore.
No, that's
What kind of shows are you watching here?
oh my god. All right. It's well, blame
Blame it on the
James.
rain.
Blame James Spader because it's his list.
What's the premise of this show?
The premise of this list is James Spader is
Okay, that's all I need.
yeah.
You got James Spader acting on television. I'm in.
It's true. He's awesome.
All right.
He plays a impossible to catch criminal mastermind.
Okay.
Who one day shows up at the FBI and turns himself in.
So is this
And-
like Hannibal, but not eating people?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
He says he has like a list of these. He's like a list of criminals who he says you guys don't even know you need to catch these guys because they're they're not on
They're that
your-
bad.
on top. Exactly. They're that good and that bad.
You don't know about him yet.
Right.
You haven't even heard of him yet. So he's like that annoying guy that always knows all the bands that you need to listen to before you haven't even heard him yet. You haven't even heard of these criminals yet.
He's
so
very much a
indie.
hipster, yeah.
He's a criminal hipster.
A criminal hip. Yep.
He's criminally hipster. Okay.
And that's pretty much the show. Like each week he gives this other name. It ties in with some kind of thing that he's doing criminally. Usually it ends up benefiting him as a criminal, and also the FBI gets who they want.
I don't know how you can sustain this premise for a long time.
Well, also there's a kind of mystery between the main character. He also when he turns himself in, he says he will only work with one person who, as far as everybody knows, he doesn't know and has not met and all this stuff. I think she's his daughter. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. So there's kind of a pass between them. You're trying to figure out this mystery as you go to.
All right. Why?
This kind of thing.
Sell me on this. Why should you watch this show?
To be honest, this is one of mine that is, you can take it or leave it. I think it's okay. I think it's all right. I think it's better than a lot of stuff on TV right now.
Okay.
But it's not one of the ones that I feel like I have to. I'm never like just. I can't fucking wait till the next Blacklist comes out. It's not that. It's not like that for me.
Blacklist's back. All right. Is that what you said when it was rebought?
Yeah, pretty much.
You said that literally exactly.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah,
Okay, cool, excellent. I expect nothing less.
sure. So I think it's a good show. I'd recommend giving it a try, but I'm not gonna say everybody's gonna love it.
All right.
Next up is a standby for me.
Stand by me.
Yep, Castle.
Okay, what's the Castle Doctrine?
Nope.
The show is about when you can murder people that enter your house.
This show is about Nathan Fillion who's on TV, and I want to watch Nathan Fillion.
That is the worst pitch for a show I've ever heard.
It's maybe for you, but for a lot of people, that's enough.
That's not enough for me. I don't
That's fine.
care if you're my favorite actor. You need to be in a good show for me to watch.
It's a very kind of cheesy, but
Oh, come on! Why are you watching this shit?
charming.
no.
Cheesy but charming procedural show.
Yeah, you know what's cheesy but charming? Fucking The Room. I wouldn't watch
No.
an entire season of that.
It's better than the
Actually,
Room.
I probably would.
You would, but
But if Nathan Fillion was in it, it would be bad for Nathan Fillion.
you would.
Or great. I don't know. I don't know.
You get to watch Nathan Fillion be Nathan Fillion, which is enjoyable.
So
And
he's
the
not
show
playing a
itself is-
character?
Huh?
So he doesn't play a character, he just plays himself?
No, he plays a character, but that character is very Nathan Fillion-esque.
Great. Sounds awesome. Great. It's a procedural cop show?
It is.
All right. Very original.
So yeah, it's not super original, but I think it's fun to watch. I'm
Okay.
not gonna if you like Nathan Fillion, I suggest checking it out. If you don't like Nathan Fillion, you hate him.
I like Nathan Fillion, but I'm not going to watch it.
That's fine.
I want to watch original Fillion. I don't want to watch fucking toned down ABC Fillion. I want the real Fillion. Fill me in with Fillion.
Okay.
Adam,
You
there?
do you want me to say yes to that or?
Yeah!
All right.
Fillion.
I'll get right on that.
All right. Next one.
Next one up, I have not yet seen because it's not yet out. But
Yes. They're airing this one later in the
yes, in a few weeks, Constantine will be out. I mentioned this like forever ago when I read the trailer first.
Yeah, I think I watched the trailer on air.
Yeah, it's still got me excited. I'm really looking forward to watching this.
The trailer looked interesting.
Yeah, I like Constantine. I read some of the comics. I like even though I didn't really follow the comics at all and was weird. I also liked the movie that they did with
Everyone's favorite actor, Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Constantine. So who is John Constantine?
Yes, John Constantine. Actually, it's in Britain where he generally is played. It would be pronounced Constantine, but no one actually pronounced it that way, I guess.
Okay. Thank you,
yeah,
Adam, for that
he
important detail.
Sorry. I think he actually says in the comics like it's pronounced Constantine, but everybody.
It's pronounced Constantine.
Right.
You fucking F-breads.
It's a story about a guy who basically consistently uses his brains and black magic to outsmart demons and sometimes the devil and things.
So this is supernatural?
Yes, basically this is the original. This is the original Supernatural.
Okay. Except for that it's coming out after Supernatural.
Except that the source material's been out way before Supernatural.
Yeah, but come on.
Come on, what? Maybe the show is because of Supernatural, but
yeah. Supernatch.
Supernatch.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, I'm super excited because I love Supernatch too. So, next up is Doctor Who. There's not much to say about this because I have talked about Doctor Who on here forever.
We all know Doctor Who.
We all know Doctor Who.
Peter Capaldi, new season, new Doctor.
Yep, Peter Capaldi's great.
New companion, kind of. Half new.
I guess she was around last season too.
A little bit, yeah. But the last season was very short, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it like a shortened season?
Yeah, it was like a half season.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's good
And
so far?
It's great. Yeah, actually the
episodes
episodes
I saw were great.
The writing has been amazing.
Yeah.
I've actually been surprised that the writing seems to have gotten better.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is, but yeah, there's been 2 or 3 just amazing episodes already, and out of the 6 that they've already done. It's really good.
All right. Let's do one more and then save the rest for next week.
Okay.
So we can move on to other topics here.
Yeah, we got to.
Because we're gonna run out of time.
All right. The last for this week then will just be Flash.
Flash.
I've only seen one episode. Damn, man. Yeah.
You never seen Flash Gordon?
Oh no, I haven't seen. Actually, I haven't seen the movie Flash Gordon. I know of Flash Gordon.
I've seen clips from the movie of Flash Gordon.
I actually would like to sit down and watch that at some point.
I've seen internet clips. Looks good.
Yeah,
and ridiculously stupid, but with great music.
You're the only one who also kind of liked Booker Banzai with me, so.
I did not.
You did not?
I kind of liked it.
I liked it.
That movie was bad, but it was fun to watch.
Exactly. It was a good
It was not well put together in any coherent way.
No.
But it did have a lot of fun stuff in it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Flash is actually...
it's about a comic book character.
Yeah, it is. It's about the Flash.
Well, let's just keep putting those out.
Kind of like a spin-off of Arrow because it's taking place in the same universe.
Yep, of course.
Even a crossover between the actors.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
I do too. I like it a lot. And I've only seen one episode, but so far It's been pretty good.
Putting together these comic book guys.
Yeah, I mean, they seem to have comics and vampires down. That's
Comics, vampires,
yeah,
smoldering brothers who
yeah.
kill demons.
Supernatch, yeah, I love
Supernatch. It's a fun show.
It is a fun show.
We'll get into that later. Next
We
week.
will. Next
Save
week.
that one.
We'll save that one.
Put that one on the docket.
In the chamber.
In the chamber, Adam.
Yep.
I got
Watch
a news
Flash.
story. I got a news story.
Okay.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm sorry. Flash. Well, sell me on Flash. Oh, my God.
Flash is great.
Well, that's so great.
It's another comic book movie.
Okay, yep.
Show. Another comic book
sure.
show.
Another one.
It's probably like the same guys who do Arrow. I like Arrow.
Okay, you're already rehashing what you just said. But what makes it worth watching?
What makes any show worth watching? It's interesting. It's fun to watch. You enjoy the process.
Okay. All right, whatever. Adam, you watch a lot of TV. Your bar is low.
Fine.
If they're moving pictures on the screen with words.
I can't really say that because I'm not really sure if I'll really like it or not because I've only seen one episode.
Yeah, I think it just aired this week, right?
It just aired this week. I think it looks like it has potential, but this episode was a lot of like backstory and like how
every pilot is like that. It's awful.
So it's hard to tell how it's going to
yeah.
be. I don't know. We'll see. But I definitely suggest checking it out because people who do Arrow are good.
Yeah.
And I have faith that this one will probably be pretty good too.
Adam, you want to get scared?
No.
Adam, I would pay money to have you play Alien Isolation. God, I want to see that.
How much would you pay?
How about we make a video series of it?
I'm still not seeing how much I'm being paid here.
Being terrified. Well, if it's good enough, and it's fun enough as I think it will be, the dollars will roll in.
Up front is how I like my cash.
Okay, I'll give you. We'll figure out a deal.
I doubt it. I really doubt that.
Spiders falling from the ceiling. Spiders behind every mini blind. Spiders in the fireplace. Spiders, quote, bleeding out of the walls.
God, that sounds terrifying.
A family in Missouri finally had enough with this nightmare and vacated the home they were sharing with over 6,000 brown recluse spiders.
Those are super poisonous.
Brian and Susan Trost bought the Weldon Spring Hell House in 2007. Completely unaware of the abundant venomous creepy crawlies. In the lawsuit against the home's former owners, they claimed they failed to disclose the spider problem. Let's see here. It wasn't until the first day they realized a large stringy web wrapped around one of the light fixtures. From there, she pieced together the reality of her spider hell slowly. A spider behind some loose wallpaper here, a spider in the basement there. The following days, she saw spiders in their webs every day. They were in the mini blinds, in the air registers, the pantry ceiling, the fireplace. Their exoskeletons were falling from the cam lights.
Oh.
Once, when she was showering, she dodged a spider as it fell from the ceiling and washed it down the drain.
Ugh.
It was shortly after we moved they started bleeding out of the walls. A professor at University of Kansas estimated that during the less active winter months, there were between 4,500 and 6,000 spiders. After numerous failed experiences with pest control companies and denied claims from the insurance company, they eventually moved and surrendered the home to the spiders.
Yeah.
The home, now owned by Fannie Mae and clearly the spiders, is being tented and fumigated this week. Sulfur fluoride gas is expected to kill both the spiders and their eggs. Adam, does this sound like a house that you know?
No, thankfully.
Is this your future?
I hope not.
You have already had the first part of a horror movie in which you were warned about the problem. They're like, don't go down that rod. And then you start going down that rod.
No, I have not gone down that rod yet. That's for sure.
I'm pretty sure you were told by someone like, and was there like this noise when the guy told you? Was it like, when the guy was like, "That's a lot of spiders down there." Last week.
Yeah.
You might want to get that checked out. Might want to get that checked out.
Yeah.
And then Adam wakes up to just Spider-Geddon. I'm calling it, man. Oh, I can't wait. Now that you've cleaned up, though, maybe it'll be better. They won't have as many places to hide.
I really hope so.
We'll see.
I don't know.
Man, I gotta come down now and see the clean house.
It's not like super clean. It's
You're already backtracking.
well, no, the kitchen is spotless.
Oh, it was already spotless.
No, it was terrifying.
It was just dirty plates.
No, it was dirty everything.
All right.
Everywhere. The bathroom is clean now. The guest room has been tidied up a bit.
So you're basically just going room by room.
All the
Each
empty
room.
boxes in the living room are out.
Gone. Nice.
Boxes that remain have things in them.
Now, finally.
And I think that's like most of the big stuff that needed to be done. I haven't really done too much in my room yet.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah.
That's the way it always is, though. Your bedroom is always the place where you tolerate the most amount of garbage.
It's true.
So you're like, this room's just for me. I don't mind if there's clothes on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm not presenting this to guests.
I also used my broom to actually clear out all the cobwebs in the
Oh!
So
That's it, Adam. The first salvo in the spider war has been
yeah, I
fired.
did kill a couple of them because I saw there were a couple in there. But yeah.
Oh, man. You're in trouble.
I'm gonna at some point I'm gonna get a bug bomb up in this joint and just yeah.
All right, let's go through some video game news real quick here.
Preemptive strike. Is there video game news?
Oh, this time, dude. The time of year.
Yeah, but
Most wonderful time of the year. Adam. Most wonderful time of the year.
It's the most
Wonderful time. All right. We got Alien Isolation. Have you seen anything about that game?
Nah, no.
You should just watch a trailer of just how fucking gorgeous that game looks.
Yeah.
Dear God, I don't know how good that like game is because I've heard a lot of people saying that it's 20 hours long and kind of the same stuff over and over again the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of hiding and then waiting for the AI monster to walk away and then running to the next hiding spot kind of over and over again.
Yeah.
But just the way that they built that space station, they talked about they did like the 1970s future type space station.
Oh yeah.
So it looks a lot like the first Aliens movie, with all the analog video screens, and that just sounds awesome. Like excellent design there. I mean, and if you look at the game, just look at screenshots, fucking gorgeous. I really kind of want to try it, but it is a scary game. People have been.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Drive Club came out, kind of, on PS4. It's not really available.
Okay.
Because it was supposed to come out for PlayStation Plus for like a little free version.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was like a demo with like 10 tracks and like 20 cars, and you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They delayed that due to launch issues that they were predicting, and supposedly the multiplayer doesn't really work in it, and it's not a great game, so awesome. I was looking forward to that one possibly. I had actually pre-ordered my PS4 with that game when it was supposed to come out last fall.
Yeah.
Another year didn't get them in. Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. I need to play that game.
Yeah,
I need to play it. That's on the must-buy list. I might wait for a sale.
Yeah.
Just because so many things to buy.
Yeah, I know.
So little time.
I know.
Let's see here. Final Fantasy 13 came out on PC, and it's like locked to 720p and like all these horrible console settings.
That's weird.
I know. What the fuck? God, why did people? Anyway. All right. So let's see here. There was a bit of a kerfluffle. Did you hear about this?
all I've seen so far is
Assassin's
kerfuffle.
Creed Unity.
No, what about it?
Let's see here. Videogamer.com which is a great website name, by the way. Apparently had an interview with someone who worked on the game, and they said they locked the specs at 900p on both new-gen consoles in order to, quote, avoid all the debates and stuff.
Oh.
So people immediately went to the thought of, oh, hey, you guys signed a deal here with the Xbox One as the marketing partnership.
Mm-hmm.
And the Xbox One, we know, has had difficulty with the graphics processing putting out higher resolutions. And there's been many games that have been at higher resolution on the PS4 than on the Xbox One. And people are like, well, could you do it at a higher graphics quality for the PS4? But since you're getting money from Microsoft, you're choosing not to?
Yeah.
Let's just say this. This is all rumor and kerfuffle. As I said, kerfuffle. It's a real thing. But, it's kind of like one of those things. It's like, oh, man. Really?
Yeah.
Come on. Put out the best game you can.
Right.
Locking it. I don't even know. Anyway, that's just some news, something to think about, something to ruin about. I think that's it. This game's came out. Game's coming out. Lots of stuff to look forward to. God, I really want to play that Alien game.
I really want to play the Shadows and Mordor.
Someone said that the Alien game, maybe I'll buy the PC version, and then they'll put a mod out that removes the alien from the game, so I can just walk around in that gorgeous spaceship.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that because it looks great. Let's see here. That's it, I think, for video game news.
Yeah.
Except for what I talked about last week, what I teased. So let's talk about DF9, Spacebase DF9.
Okay.
So this is that Double Fine game that was kind of toted a little bit on. I don't think this was Kickstarter, but this was part of a I forgot the company that makes this game, Double Fine, does a thing called Amnesia Fortnite that they stream, and they just basically spend 2 weeks where everyone stops working on the games they're working on, and then they split onto random teams with random people, and they just try and make fun games, and come up with fun prototypes, and then they sell them all in videos at the end of the week with concept art or gameplay footage or whatever they have after 2 weeks. And then basically they take the best ideas and run with them. Massive Chalice, I believe, was pitched at one of these, and that got kickstarted and is being made currently. But another game was DF9, Spacebase DF9. So this was supposed to be kind of like Dwarf Fortress in space, Adam.
Okay.
And, kind of like randomly generated events in your space station. You got settlers moving in. You gotta get them to do jobs. It's kind of like a management simulator of a spaceship where horrible things happen all the time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. So they started selling it on Steam Early Access in October 2013. $25. They wanted to try and get an initial fan base with the early access as always, and earn money over time to allow the development team to continue adding features and whatnot. Working on the game. When it was released, project lead JP LeBreton said they would keep working on the game for however long we can keep going based on how much people like it. Unfortunately, that period was about 1 year, as company announced that in, I guess, the middle of September, this is a couple weeks old because we took a huge break, that the game was going to be released at 1.0 with some bug fixes, and that's it. This is a game that people were like, I see some promise here, but the game's not finished yet. Let's see here. Schaefer wrote the Double Fine was inspired by other early access stories and started Spacebase with an open-ended production plan. While Spacebase DF9 did well at the outset, Double Fine and its investment partners made back the game's $400,000 initial development cost within 2 weeks of launch. Slowly things changed. It became clear that it was looking at like a year and a half of production instead of 5 or so. According to Schaefer, all the revenue was put back into the development, but they're canning it because they just can't spend any more on it because it's not selling well. Adam, this is bad. This is bad for games. This is bad for Double Fine because they basically sold you on early access of a game that's going to be great. Pay us now for a game that we're going to keep working on, and your money will sustain us through development. And of course, they cut it. J. Pierre LeBreton said in a forum post a couple months ago, this is before it had been announced it was canceled. He said, Double Fine is not a random fly-by-night indie dev, and we are not going to silently pull the plug on Spacebase or any other in-development project. Doing so would be disastrous for our reputation. It would kill us emotionally. What happened lately on Spacebase is we're trying something different in regard to communication. Our hypothesis is that short, regular, relatively low-value updates don't really serve much purpose more than telling people we're not dead. The time cost of doing those is small, but our team has been 3 to 4 people since the release, and I wanted to see what the impact would be and putting out larger updates rather than smaller ones and taking longer on them. He guess he was responding that he knew there'd be threads like this. Of course, people wondering whether or not the game was dead or not. We've been watching it closely. I mean, it basically goes on in this entire thing talking about we're not dead yet. We're still working on the game. Everything's fine. So during this time, the game had continued to be on sale. It was 50% off on a weekend sale in the first weekend of September, just a week before the game was canceled.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand. I guess I understand this. I mean, this is early access. You know, that you're not buying the future game, but you kind of are. It's not like Kickstarter. You know what I mean? Early access is a little bit different. It's like, hey, I know you like our games. We're gonna let you pay now, and you can access the alpha with the thought that the game is gonna come out.
If it's actually in the store as like a pre-purchase thing, you expect to have the full game and it to be supported.
Exactly. And what it sounds like is they're just going to slap a 1.0 on it and not add any more features. And from what it sounds like, the game is not very complete at this point. It's pretty light. You know what I mean? Dwarf Fortress, it ain't. You know. But what is? Anyway. No, but it just blows my mind. Like that
It's definitely a weird scenario.
this happens. I mean, and it's one of the things that really kind of has turned me off of Steam. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, at least early access.
The early access stuff, but it's not the fact that the early access stuff is there. I mean, it's great for indie devs and stuff to get stuff out there, but the fact that the indie stuff and the early access stuff is being put on the same level as everything else, it just kind of bugs me. It's like, oh, hey, let's click through, like because they just added the Discovery update, which is a great name for basically a different UI, where you can like have games suggested to you or subscribe to people who are game curators who will pick out, and it's like, oh, hey, maybe you'll like this game. Here's an early access simulator. And it's like, no, it's not a real game. Like, don't lump this in with the real games. Yeah. Like, this may go, Spacebase DF9 and disappear.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I get nothing, except for a game demo, basically. It's kind of fucked up. I mean, Double Fine not been great with this crowdfunding. With what happened,
they've been pretty successful so far, I think.
Somewhat.
Other than this, yeah.
I mean, Broken Age, the game came out as half of the game, and the second half still isn't released.
No.
And they had to do a second Kickstarter to continue getting money. I mean, And they have an early access game that didn't do Kickstarter, but they made their money back on, and then they just canceled the project.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, I feel like they're kind of abusing this early access system a little bit here.
I think there was something else, too, other than Broken Age that also came out, wasn't there, before that? I thought there was some kind of...
I mean, they just put out Costume Quest 2. That wasn't Kickstarted in any way.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at Double Fine Productions here. See what's come out. Hack and Slash came out, I think.
Oh, yeah.
That was funded by the Indie Fund, though. Broken Age, The Cave came out the year before.
Right.
Yeah, Broken Age is Kickstarter and Early Access. Spacebase DF9 Early Access.
I think people who got the Broken Age, they're still getting the full game, even though they...
Yeah. No, definitely. But it didn't all come out. You know what I mean?
That's not that big of a deal, I wouldn't think. I don't know.
Is it, though? I don't know. You pay for a full game.
You're going to get the full game, though.
Yeah, okay.
I'd rather have... I mean, it's just you're getting some of it sooner.
Uh-huh.
Rather than waiting for the whole time.
Let's see.
And it makes a nice, like, chapter breakpoint, I guess.
I guess. We'll see. I mean, I don't know when
as
the
long as
second
you're not getting
half...
screwed on it, I think that's fine.
Well, supposedly Act 2 is supposed to be coming out quarter 4 2014. So either this Christmas season or early next year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so who knows? I don't know. It just bugs the fuck out of me, man. People stop spending money on this stuff. Can't even trust Double Fine. I don't know. Like, I can imagine being super jazzed about this. Watching, J.P. LeBreton and these guys have made other cool games that I like, and Double Fine keeps an open door where they have videos of their development process and stuff. They have all this cool stuff going on. Mm-hmm. And then, it's like, oh, I'm going to give them my $25, and they'll make a game. And, or it was on sale this weekend, so I could get it for $12.50, exciting. And then a week later, have it canceled. They had to have known they were canceling it when they had that sale. Like, is that just wringing another few drops out of the fucking washcloth?
I'm not sure if that's ever... I don't know if that's decided by the guys or...
That bugs me.
Part of that may have been like a Steam thing.
I know, but you could cancel it. You could be like, hey, let's not... No, bad idea to have a sale the week before we cancel the game.
Maybe they actually just didn't know they was being canceled. Or they weren't sure.
I don't know.
Hard to tell.
I don't know, but that's why, again, I don't kickstart anything, unless it's, of course, like someone I know personally, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or like, some local artist, or if it's like, hey, do this Kickstarter to buy an album. Mm-hmm. Like, there have been bands where I've done Kickstarters of, where they're like, our album's out, order it so that we know how many to buy. You know what I mean? How many CDs to press, basically. So. That's
what we need to do when you start a Kickstarter for me to play Alien Isolation.
There we go. Kickstarter. Yeah. If you want to see Adam scared, email us or send a comment on this website. Comment that you want to see Adam have his pants shitted. And we'll figure it out. We'll get a video. Adam, it'll happen if the people want it.
No, that's...
Oh, come on, Adam.
If the people cough up the dough for it.
Come on. Come on, man. If the people want it, the people want it. You got to give the people what they want.
I don't have to give people what they want. No.
Adam, you got to be a man of the people.
No.
You can't be the corporate rock. You got to be the people's champ.
No.
Adam, you're turning into a heel here.
Yeah.
People want to see you play a game and get scared. Oh, come on.
Adam the heel.
You do it.
I don't know.
If there was a significant groundswell of interest,
if there was, it would have
multiple people saying they want to see Adam play, I won't even make you buy the game. I will purchase a copy. You just have to play it.
There'd have to be a real demand, like a real demand for it.
We won't quantify what a real demand is, but Adam can decide.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't think I got anything else.
Yeah, I think I'm good too.
There's a couple more news stories I had, but they're too depressing.
I've got one that's cool, but we've
We'll
gone
save
a
it for
long
next
time.
week.
Yeah.
We had a lot of stuff to catch up on. A lot of things going on. Adam, continue drinking Soylent.
Yep.
I'm going to continue being almost dead asleep right now.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I worked this morning and got up at like 7, so it's a late night for me.
That's right.
All right, well, thanks, everyone, for listening. If you want to subscribe on iTunes, you can do it there. The website's bornintheeighties.net. Even if you're not, like, sure if you're going to listen to us, just subscribe on iTunes, man. It's good for our numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then if you're like, hey, I'm bored. I do this all the time with podcasts where they're just still in my subscription feed, and it's like, man, I haven't listened to that in years. Well, let's go back to it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember why I like this show. Happens to me all the time. So, keep us in your feed. And keep us in your hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Or Friday gets it. Hey, Adam, can we get take 2 on your da-da-da-da that's a little bit less apathetic? Adam?
Yeah. Da da da.
All right. Yeah, that's the way we end it. All right. How do I end it?
I don't know.
You've been listening to Born in the 80s, part of the Little Podcast Network. Find more great podcasts at littlepodcast.com. I don't know how we're going to have any post-roll stuff ever if we keep doing it this way. I guess I should probably record the stuff that we say beforehand.
Good, yeah.
You know what I mean? We used to have post-roll
That's true.
all the time. Now we don't have any because, I don't know, the world is a sad place now.
How do you determine what's like recorded and not? What's on when you go live?
Huh? Oh yeah, when you go to live is what's recorded.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should probably just start going live earlier.
All right, yep. Well, we're ready. All right, ready? Intro?
Yep.
Born in the 80s. That's it.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Wait, what kind of intro music would we have?
We do have intro music.
Would it be metal?
Our intro music?
Yeah. Or would it be like... Born in the 80s.
Yeah.
It's a podcast you listen to. It's 2 hours long and it's long. All right, well, we're going to start.
Sounds good.